Hi guys, ako nga pala si Ramil Magbuo from IT 2102 and today I'm here for the chapter 4 tutorials and I hope you enjoy my video and please watch and listen. So chapter 4 is in cabling or all about in cables. There are three cables types commonly used for Ethernet cabling. First one is the coaxial, twisted pair, and fiber optic cabling. In today's lands, the twisted pair cabling is the most popular type of cabling, but the fiber optic cabling usage is increasing, especially in high-performance network. Coaxial cable is generally used for cable internet access. Let's explain all the three cables types in more detail. So, this is the coaxial cable. What it is? So, what is the coaxial cable for you? Coaxial cable is a type of cable um, that has an inner conductor that runs down the middle of the cable. The conductor is surrounded by a layer of insulation which is then surrounded by another conducting shield, which makes this type of cabling resistant to outside interference. So, this type of cabling comes in two types. The first one is the thin net and the thick net. What are the difference between them? Both types have maximum transmission speed of 10 Mbps, but the coaxial cabling was previously used in a computer network, but today are largely replaced by twisted pair cabling. This is the coaxial cabling that having a plastic jacket, dielectric insulator, metallic shield, and center core. So we're done with the coaxial cable. So we're going to do the second cable or the type of cable. So this is the twisted pair cabling. A twisted pair cable has four pairs of wires. These wires are twisted around each other to reduce crosstalk or and outside interference. This type of cabling is commonly used in current in LANs, so that the twisted pair cabling can be used for telephone, networking cabling, and it comes in two versions. The first one is the UTP or the unshielded twisted pair and the STP, the shielded twist pair. The difference between these two uh, N- is the NSTP or the STP cable has an additional layer of insulation that protects data from outside interference. There is a picture that you are going to do that created by Wikipedia. You can see how a twisted pair cable looks like. You first have the 4, that is the UTP cable. Now, this is the twisted pair cable uses 8P8C connector, sometimes wrongly referred to as RJ45 connector. This is the RJ45 connector, and then we're also done in two cables. The first one is the coaxial cabling and the twisted pair cabling. So we're going to do the last cable or the last cabling. The third is fiber optic cabling. What type of cabling is this? Okay. Fiber optic cabling. This type of cabling uses optical fibers to transmit data in the form of light signals. The cables have strands of glass surrounded by a cladding materials. So, this is a photo of the fiber optics cabling. This is optical fiber cable. So, this type of cabling can support greater cable's length than any other cabling types, up to the couple of miles. The cables are also immune to electromagnetic interference. As you can see, this cabling method has many advantages over other methods, but its main drawback is that it is more expensive. So there are the two types of fiber optics cable. The first one is the SMF, or the single mode fiber, that use only on a single ray of lights to carry data. It is used for larger distance. O pangmalayuan daw. The multi-mode fiber, or the MMF, use multiple rays of light to carry data. Less expensive than SMF. Pangmalakihan naman. Yung isa, pangmalayuan. Ito naman, pangmalakihan. So, there are four types of connectors are commonly used. The first one is the ST, the straight tip connector, and the SC, subscriber connector, FC, the fiber channel, and LC is the lucent connector. So, we're going to do the types of Ethernet cables. Types of Ethernet cables: straightforward or straight through or crossover. From the word Ethernet, cables can come into four forms when it comes to wiring. The first one is the straight through cable. This cable type has identical wiring on both ends. And then, pin 1 on one end of the cable is connected to pin 1 at the other end of the cable. Then, pin 2 is connected to pin 2, etc. So, this type of cable is used to connect the following devices. First one is the computer to hub, computer to switch, router to hub, router to switch. So, computers and routers use wires 1 and 2 to transmit data, and wires 3 and 6 to receive the data. Hubs and switches use wires 1 and 2 to receive data, and wires 3 and 6 to send data. That's why, if you want to connect two computers together, you will need a crossover cable. What is crossover cable? With this crossover cable, the wire pairs are swapped, which means that the different pins are connected together. Pin 1 on one end of the cable is connected to pin 3, and the other end is the pin 2 on one end is connected to pin 6 on the other end. So this is the uh, picture of the you explain. So this type of cable is used when you need to connect two devices that use same wires to send and receive data. For example, consider connecting two computers together. If you use straight-through cable with identical wiring in both ends, both computers will use wires 1 and 2 to send data. If a computer as A sends some packets to computer B, computer A will send will send the data using wires 1 and 2. That will cause a problem because computers expect packets to be received on wires 3 and 6. So, your network will not work properly. So, this is why you need to use the crossover cable for such connections. So, this is the chapter 4 in cabling. It's done. I hope you learned something in what I'm saying and other. Thank you.